My name is Paul. This is my apartment, and this is my discussion on combo decks versus archetypes.
So, combo decks, archetype
Yes.
decks. Bit of context for people who don't know what that means. Archetype decks are kind of the more recent thing.
Mm-hmm.
A few years ago, they
We
got
got a lot of-
popular.
yeah, we got a lot of those.
They're basically, it's an archetype like wind-ups or mermails or cosmos, shaddolls. Basically, all these monsters that share the same name. They kind of support each other. They do their thing together.
Wait, hold on. They kind of support each other. Paul favorite decks, X-Sabers.
Yeah, they don't
Random
support
shit.
each other.
But go ahead.
Combo decks are player-made. They're typically called combo decks. There are a few other names for them, but basically they're kind of the player-made things. Plant Synchro, good example. Teledad, good example. Hat, kind of a more recent one, good example. And even maybe Clown Blade could fall under that. But
Yep.
we're more just gonna kind of compare and contrast the strengths and weaknesses of them. And at the end of the video, we'd like to know what you guys prefer. Combo decks or archetype decks. There's always a bit of disparity between, like, some people are like, oh, I want combo decks back. I want original Yu-Gi-Oh! And other people are like, I enjoy archetypes because, this and that. What do you prefer? What do you like?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever actually played a combo deck. My favorite decks would definitely have to be archetypes. 'Cause the first deck I actually played that I really, really liked was Scraps. And before then, like, I took like an 8-year break from the game, so I was around when they had combo decks and making decks like that, but
You
wasn't
didn't
any
really
good with
play
those. Yeah, I didn't really play those. So
Well, that was probably, if it was like 8 years, that's probably
Yeah.
back when all of us just sucked. And, like,
yeah,
I was in
so
elementary school, I didn't know anything. I
I definitely prefer archetype.
don't really think I have a preference. I think I used to be like one of those people who's like, yeah, combo decks are cool and quick draw and all this stuff. But I really think it wasn't so much that combo decks were cool. It was kind of just more of a time period thing. Where
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the way Yu-Gi-Oh's played in like kind of 2014, 2015 is just different than like how it was played in like 2009 or something.
Because, I mean, is it certain archetypes you would consider to be a combo deck?
I mean, some maybe feel more like it than others.
Because, I mean, Infinity was
guess-
a long-ass combo to me.
I feel like people consider Infernities, Shaddolls, Mermails, they kind of feel a little bit more combo
They feel like a
deck-ish.
combo deck to me.
Whereas, maybe something like Fire Fist
Yeah, I was just gonna say Fire Fist.
does,
It's
or,
just like an archetype by itself.
or Fluffles, they don't quite feel, they just kind of feel like it's very flow chart, this is what you do every game in this order, it leads to this, done, Satellar Knights, things like that. So I don't really know. I mean, I think it's really, combo decks are fun. They're cool because you can kind of like, you feel like when you win, it's kind of more your victory, not your deck's victory. You kind of were the creator of, your path to victory.
I mean, yeah, I guess, like, in a sense, to make them decks are cool, just of how they built to find, like, cards is not really related, but okay, this
It'll
can
work.
make this work, and then this will also help this, so the creative aspect of combo decks are very cool to me.
Yeah, you might kind of get a little bit more out of Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. Like, you could sort of say, this is how Yu-Gi-Oh's like meant to be, since,
Yeah.
the show kind of makes it feel like you're sort of supposed to put your favorite stuff in a deck.
The only thing about combo decks too is in, like, you could be searching for that one piece.
Yeah.
Because it's an actual combo, you need this piece.
And everything, that's the thing with combo decks too, is like everything kind of takes another card, which is sort of a weakness, because, when you're playing 40 good card dot deck or whatever they call it, it's like, this blow up bulb's great, or like, 1-for-1 into bulb is great, but for 1-for-1 into bulb to be meaningful, you have to also have Dandelion.
Yeah.
And if you don't have Dandelion, but you have 1-for-1, or you do have Dandelion, you don't have 1-for-1,
Yeah, it's,
Whereas with like the archetypes, it's just like, oh, whatever, I'll just,
it has a name in it. Let's go, it works.
like they all have the same name and they all do something
Yeah,
together.
they do something. Except for X-Sabers.
Yeah, they don't do anything. Tinky Bear, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That kind of thing.
easiest example, Tinky Bear. Just
So, I feel like in that way, combo decks have some weaknesses. I also think if you're a new player or like a younger player, archetypes are a lot easier to just.
Yeah, they're easier.
You just pick one that looks cool to you, right? Like, oh, I like Melodious. Let me just get every card that has Melodious in its name. You know.
Also,
kinda...
combo discs could get pretty expensive because stuff they're not really meant to go together. You know, like usually, well, except for shit like spell books.
Yeah, they're weird.
I mean, stuff like that. Usually, it's like okay, a certain amount of commons, rare, supers. You could try to make a combo deck and everything be pretty much hollow.
You never know.
Yeah, to put these pieces together, I gotta spend some money. So I think archetypes would be the cheaper way out.
I would argue that combo decks are also. I know it sounds like we're just kind of hounding on them, but combo decks, like it's like kind of a fact now that they're just the weaker of the two. Because with combo decks, you really have to like fight your way out of situations, and like they're harder to play. Like if you're playing, you know, Necroz or something, or whatever archetype, Scraps or UA or something, you know, you get the advantage of like Konami says your deck can do this, right? Yeah. Like, but
because Konami says if you're running Necroz, you can search whatever you want to at any time.
Right. Whereas with a combo deck, you kind of have to you have to figure out a way to get to these things. You're not given a Clausulus and a Brio.
Yeah.
And like, you know, and spells that can literally bring themselves back, right? Like you don't get that. You kind of have to be like, well, I guess I can kind of use these cards this way. I mean, it feels like that's kind of a weakness of them too.
No, because I haven't looked against combo decks. I mean, to me, like I said, I run Gem Knights. I feel like Gem Knights is a combo based deck. Because I mean, you can just keep on getting your fusion back, but you make the wrong fusion monsters, you will lose the game. So I have nothing against combo decks. I just prefer archetypes.
Yeah, so I think it's
my preference.
They each definitely have their ups and downs. I mean, I don't think I have one that I like more at this point. I mean, I guess maybe I like archetypes more because it's just more streamlined. You know, you get to know that what your deck does. I guess a weakness would be that if Konami says your archetype can't get around this, then your archetype pretty much just can't get around it.
And of course with archetypes, you know, it's gonna be more like support.
Yeah.
As far as like
you do get that.
Trap that's gonna help your actual deck instead of like this could combo well with these pieces.
You're gonna hope and
helps everything that has this card's name in it. Like
that's true.
So but that's what Konami wants anyway. So
it's weird. And the thing is, like with combo decks, they historically have gotten hit harder on ban lists because Konami doesn't intend for them.
I don't know what they just did. Had horrible.
Yeah, they were like got in the way. They didn't like it.
I mean, that's kind of what I was saying too. Like hand, artifact, trap tricks. None of those spell traps go together.
It just happened to work really well. Plant Synchro is known for being a really harshly hit deck. You know, to the point where like Dandy went to 1, all these things went to 1, Debris, Dandy, Lone Fire. No, like we don't want any of it ever to do anything ever. We're just limiting everything, formula, all of it. Just no.
Konami mean as hell on it.
So like with archetypes, they're just gonna, you know, hit your archetype little consistency card and then
they should
smooth sailing.
Telenites, they just won't hit you for some reason.
Well, Telenites won World, so.
How long has Telenites been a good deck though?
Yeah, it's like a year now.
My name is Paul, and this is a public service announcement. Konami, if you're watching, please hit El Shaddai Fusion. Thank you.
So yeah, that is pretty much our discussion on archetypes versus combo decks. It probably sounds like we prefer archetypes, but I'm not saying that you have to play one. I just feel like
again, this player preference. We have a huge database of cards. So I mean, whatever you feel more comfortable playing with, that's the main thing. Whatever you feel comfortable playing with, whatever you like.
Yeah, you're not forced to play anything, but
because I mean, literally, like I've had meta decks at the time of them being meta. I just did not like them.
Yeah.
So I mean, whatever you want to play, if archetypes is your thing, if combo is your thing,
do what you want to do.
Do whatever you want to do. You want to play Exodia, go for it.
So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. In the comments, what do you prefer, combo decks or archetypes? And what are your favorite combo decks? What are your favorite archetypes? Share it in the comments. We'll read, respond maybe. And subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Enter giveaway. I don't know when this video will go up, so it might be like the August giveaway. It might be the next month. But yeah, giveaway, description, details. And that's it. We'll catch you later. Bye.
Block.
What was that? I don't know what that is.
You know what? You know, same shadows.
I don't know what that is. We're seeing what? What's
Shadows. The Jamaican ones about the gangsters.
that?
Block.
I've never seen that.